Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm NintenJosh, and today we're diving into something super nostalgic. My top 5 Nintendo games that had an impact in my life. These are the games that shaped my childhood, brought me closer to family and friends, and made me the gamer that I am today. From epic adventures to chaotic multiplayer battles, these Nintendo classics are everything to me. And also, I want to hear your favorite Nintendo games in the comments, so grab a snack, get comfy, and let's jump into the video. So first, we'll start out here at number 5. It's Diddy Kong Racing on the Nintendo 64. This game was a family favorite of mine. My stepdad actually raced cars in real life, so racing was huge in our house. But what made this special? He actually sat down and played the games with us. So that was massive as a young kid. The map design was incredible. You could race in karts and hovercrafts or planes, and every level just felt so unique. The dinosaurs, you had the crazy whiz pig boss fight. It was completely epic. And after you beat the game, you actually got the super fast chicken that was just legendary. And he was what you would go to try to beat the time trials. And then you'd have these silver coin challenges that kind of just kept you glued to the TV for hours, even after beating the main story. Just tons of replayability. It was a great game. So number 4 is Super Mario 64. This game was total game changer. The first time I jumped into a painting and explored the 3D world, my mind was blown. You race the penguins down that snowy hill, you collecting all the stars, swinging Bowser around the thing into bombs. It's pure magic. Every level was bursting with creativity, and the freedom to explore was unreal. Although I haven't replayed this in a long time, I would love it if Nintendo remade this game. I would definitely get into it then and play an HD remake of Super Mario 64. The game's an absolute masterpiece. The music, the vibe, the challenge, it's timeless. It's just one of the biggest games that had an impact in my life and really got me into gaming. Now, before we hop into the top 3, we're going to give some honorable mentions. Got 3 of them for you. First up, Star Fox 64. I'm still shocked Nintendo hasn't made one of these since the last mainline entry nearly a decade ago. Fun story, great characters like Fox and Peppy, that iconic "do a barrel roll" line, pure nostalgia. The epic space battles and branching paths kept me hooked, and I'd love to see what a new Star Fox game on the Switch 2 could do with modern graphics with the space adventure that it would be. Next is Super Smash Bros. On 64. This was a go-to for me and my friends, and perfect for picking up and smashing each other off the stage and multiplayer chaos. You had the simple roster and fast-paced fights that made every match a blast. It laid the foundation for one of Nintendo's biggest franchises, and those Hyrule Castle showdowns are unforgettable. But I had another game that was more impactful in the multiplayer and friend aspects, so we'll talk about that in a minute. Finally was Super Mario Galaxy. This is one of my all-time favorite Mario games with, the mind-blowing, gravity-defying levels and stunning visuals. Flying through space with Mario, it just felt so fresh, the gameplay, but it just couldn't top Mario 64 with the impact that it had for me as a gamer. Even though it just had a great soundtrack and creative planets, still making a masterpiece worth revisiting. But again, couldn't put it in my top 5. Super close, though. Honorable mention. Now at number 3, we're going to be digging way back. I have the Nintendo Entertainment System, the original NES Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. This game was super hard. I played this when I was pretty young, probably like 5, 6, 7 years old was when I mostly was playing it. And I just remember just absolutely difficult. The dam level, torture. But there is a reason why this one is so special to me. When I was 10, I had lost my brother, and this was my brother's Nintendo Entertainment System, the original Nintendo, and he would always let me play the Ninja Turtles game with him. There wasn't many games that he would let me play with him. It was normally I would just have to sit back and watch, but this one he'd let me play with him, which, looking back was a big deal, a part that impacted my life that I got to play these games with my brother. So, we take turns, die a million times, laugh through all the chaos, and it was mostly about bonding with my brother. So Cowabunga, dude. Coming in at number 2 is GoldenEye 64. This game was a mainstay with my group of friends. Every time we were together, we'd fire up the N64, cram onto the one couch, and dive into split-screen multiplayer chaos. Screen watching? Oh, it was ruthless. And don't act like you didn't do it too. I always played as Boris or Oddjob. Mostly Boris just for the vibes, and Oddjob because you had that sneaky low hitbox. The levels like Facility with the bathroom and Complex were perfect for ambushes and grenade launcher mayhem. I remember I used to line the bathroom with proximity mines. So funny. Those late night sessions, yelling over the proximity mines, created some of my best memories with my friends. And now we made it. Time for number 1. For number 1, I couldn't really decide on a single one, so I guess we're lumping in 6 games into one. I'm gonna go with Pokemon Generation 1 and 2. This is all on the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color. Since there are actually 6 games here, it kind of feels like it's kind of cheating, but I just couldn't choose between them. It was just all such a big impact with this series on my life, and I'm a lifelong Pokemon fan, and I couldn't leave out Gen 1 because that's where it all began, and I couldn't leave out Gen 2 because I think that one I played even more. Even if you could believe it, I played Gen 1 so much, but in Gen 2 you had the day to nighttime changes, the held item changes, and some of my all-time favorite Pokemon with Typhlosion, Umbreon, and Suicune. I'm a lifelong Pokemon fan, and from playing the games to collecting the cards, watching the anime, and catching all of the movies, I poured countless hours into catching them all, trading with friends, and building my card binder. I still have my old binder. Do you? Let me know down in the comments. I picked Charmander as my first Pokemon. I'll never forget how difficult the first 2 gyms were. I died so many times. If you know, you know. Exploring through Johto, exploring through Kanto, just felt so alive and taught me strategy, patience, the joy of building a team. Pokemon wasn't just a game. It was a lifestyle that's still with me today. And that's why it's my number 1. And there you have it. My top 5 Nintendo games that influenced my life. Plus a few honorable mentions I had to throw in there too. These games weren't just fun. They were memories, bonds, and moments that shaped who I am. What about you? What Nintendo games changed your life? Drop it down in the comments below because I'm actually dying to know. I wonder if we have any of the same. If you enjoyed this video and you thought I did a good job, hit that like button. It's a free way to support the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date and allow YouTube to recommend you my videos whenever they come out. I do drop new Nintendo videos daily. And ring the bell if you want to turn on notifications on your phone so that way you can catch it up to date and live and on time. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Catch you later.